Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode or video, I will be sharing you the update for my Techo Kaigi 2023. It is because there is an unexpected changes during February, so I actually didn't plan it. I thought that I would just be adding some planners, but somehow some of my systems also change after adding some of these planners. So as I previously discussed, I have divided my planners to those that I bring with me every day and those that I do not. So the main planners that I bring with me anywhere are these four. For my work planning system, this is the Muji planner or Muji Calendar, and the Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement. This weekly planner is which I use for logging my daily tasks, monitoring it, and supposed to be, and this calendar is used for my attendance monitoring for the yearly overview or yearly index. And then the calendars are used for of course logging special projects, special events regarding work. And for the note pages, I used to supposed to be review my weeks or tasks. So there are not so much changes for this planner. If you want to know how I do my work planning system, I do have a video of it. Maybe I can put the link at the description. And for my personal planner, this is the Take a Note Planner Slim Weekly, which I use to log everything that is not work related. So I have my food trackers in here, my chores, my other activities, even my outfit for the week are in here, and some few notes and reminders. I also make use of the note pages for my calendar because just like I said in my previous videos about my work planning system and my personal planning system, I really need to have a monthly view of the month. So that's why I always need a calendar. So I've used this notes pages for this. I did not have any major changes in this planning system as of today. So just in case you want to know how I do my personal planning system, you can watch also my video for it. And then lastly, for the planner that I bring with me every day, this is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, which I use as my mental health planner. So I previously used the calendar section for my mood tracker or just recording how I felt on a certain day. However, this changed somehow, but I will discuss it a little bit later. For the weeklies, I previously used it as a I used it to counter my catastrophizing or catastrophic thinking. So if you don't know what it is sort of the kind of thinking wherein you encounter a negative event and would think that it will result to a negative event and eventually escalate to a worse situation or worse scenario. So because of that, I thought of having a dedicated journal for it to counter it, wherein I will put everything that I'm worried about. So it doesn't mean it's daily, but of course I will only be listing it on a day when it happened, and then that's on the left side of this weekly section of the Hobonichi weeks, and then on the right side I save this space in case this something I worry about is resolved either by me, by time, or by someone else, or it just faded, my worry just faded, something like that. So what it would give me is the evidence that things that I mostly worry about normally get resolved in whatever way or on a different time. So it would sort of give my brain the evidence that yes, you don't need to worry about everything because it does get better somehow. And because I thought of using that way, or using that to counter my catastrophic thinking, because I am a C in the disc personality what do you call that, disc personality classification. So because I am a C, I am heavily easily convinced when things have or backed up with evidences. So these things that I'm doing is sort of saving up evidences for my brain. So that's why I resort to this kind of system, and then it actually is quite effective for me, just so you know. And then the note pages I use for my daily logs, how the day went, but I'm not sure if it is a memory keeper, but it's more of a thoughts keeper, not a memory keeper. But I do put some things on it, on how the day eventually went. So that probably is the those were the initial things that I log or write in this planner. Now something changed when I purchased this lovely planner. This is the Take a Note planner in A6. Sorry, that was burst. So I purchased this. It's supposed to be an addition of my planners for 2023, but somehow I had an inkling to replace this Hobonichi weekly supplement to this planner. That is why it caused kind of major changes for my mental health planner. So just like I said earlier, I use this calendar section in my Hobonichi Weeks Mega as my mood tracker. Now I am using the yearly index of the Take a Note planner that I have. Although I intended to be a memory keeping planner, it somehow is, or some of its section are used for my mental health. So this is my mood tracker again. And then for the weeklies, I did stop for a while. I did stop for a while using these weeklies for my catastrophic thinking, to counter my catastrophic thinking, and used the weeklies of this Take a Note planner. I've used some of it already. Therefore, I've discontinued using the weeklies for certain days or weeks of February. But somehow, probably I will continue it in here. The things that I'm worried about, I'll probably, yes, transfer it to my Take a Note planner. So 2 things were transferred in here already: the mood tracker and the worries, or the counter things to counter the catastrophic thinking. And now I'm actually currently experimenting to use this weekly section of the Hobonichi Weeks Mega as a normal planner. So there are things in here that are this is actually just the first week, so I don't know how it's gonna go after a few weeks or months. So for now, I've listed my goals tracker, my chores, and sort of a note to myself for this week, because I just thought that I'd probably be using this planner as my goals planner, because I don't have that. Planning the week ahead, because I've noticed that although I have a work planning system and a personal planning system, it normally is very reactive. I just list things in here as they come, but I don't have a planner that somehow pushes me to think of my goals. So that's why I'm using the weeklies for it. And I'm sort of in a, in a transition of maybe using this as a personal planning system after I used this all up, because I will be using this only until March 31st. So I somehow want to know if this would be an effective planner for me to transfer my personal planning system, specifically for the weeks section. And then for the note pages, there will be no changes. I will still log what my thoughts for a certain day, not really a memory keeping planner, but anything that I think of. And then that probably is for this planner for now, because still I'm currently in a transition, so I wouldn't want to say that those things that I've discussed regarding this planner are permanent. And now we'll go with my Take a Note planner. Take a Note planner in A6. The calendars in here somehow I've used for my personal planner. Somehow the same with the purpose of this calendar, my personal calendar. So I've transferred it in here, and then I've already, since I've purchased this, I think a month after January, so I thought of using the January spreads for my cookie jar section, my vision boards. This particularly is for my outfit vision boards, and there are other stuff that are in here. This one is for my home, my dream home or apartment vision board, and these are for my motivation. This certain picture has a secret goal in it. I just don't wanna share it for now. So these are still included as my vision boards. Here it's scattered among the spread, I mean the planner. Some reminders, my travel goals for the year, my sparkle pages supposed to be, but I haven't logged any. And then my dailies. This is where I could put personal pictures for the events, special events, because this is intended for for memory keeping. But I haven't had time to print the stickers and design these really, because there are certain events early on February that I didn't expect, but I had to attend to. So this is the purpose of this Take a Note planner. It's a mix of my mental health and memory keeping planner. And the next one is supposed to be this is my day free, Hobonichi Day Free in A5. This one, the yearly index, I used to log this is the special events of the month in written vertically, and then my prayers at the bottom. I haven't updated the February list yet, and this remains the same. My calendar is used as my grateful list. It's the same, and this is for February. And then my daily logs got quite disturbed because I thought of using this briefly, just like what I said earlier. When this planner came, my world kind of went chaotic. So I listed at the last pages of this planner goals. This is a goal setting template from before 5 a.m. I listed in here, and I thought I would be I would be changing the purpose of this planner. That's why I've written it. I've written the goals planning system at the last part, and also some of the pages in here. But somehow now I think I want to continue using it as my Bible study planner and dedicate the goals or goal planning in this planner, because as you know, I don't as I mentioned, I don't bring this with me every day, and for me it's essential that for a goal planning journal to be with me every day. So I thought of using this planner for it. Assigning this planner for it for my goal planning, and use this again for my Bible study planner, which I haven't really touched for a while, again because I had to attend to something. I'll probably be sharing it in my February flip through. Now lastly, this is the new edition. So this is supposed to replace my personal planner and my work planner in weeklies, because as I've mentioned, I will be using up all the pages of the Techo planner and my Hobonichi weekly supplement. So I thought of using this Hobonichi notebook to do the function of those planners. So in this early pages or first half of the notebook will be used for my work planning system. It's still in weekly format, just like my Hobonichi weekly supplement, but somehow I did not allot space for the weekends, because this is a work planner, and then just allotted more spaces at the bottom, which I could use to review my work planning, my work week, a certain work week, because this was something that's missing in here. I had to use the Muji for the Muji note pages for the review. So I just think because the setup was like that, I don't easily remember, or nothing reminds me or prompts me to do a review for a certain work week. So now that I'm allotting it at the bottom, I think it would remind me to review the week immediately, because of course I had to fill the space in here, not just for designs. And then since this has a lot of pages, the other half I intend to use for my personal planning system. So the difference is still in a weekly format, vertical weekly format, but it does now have the weekends in here, and some other spaces, some spaces at the bottom. I might be changing some things, because the Hobonichi, the Techo Slim Weekly is much more longer than the Hobonichi A6, so I might be removing some things and transferring it to other planners to accommodate the important things in here. And then you might think that I've mentioned that I don't like to mix my work and personal planning system, but now I'm using one notebook for it. But yes, it's in one notebook, but it's in different spreads, so I think it's still following to that kind of system wherein they are segregated. And then what I like about this is I still have other pages remaining, so that I can use as notes. I did actually, just to give you some few things, I recently liked logging my first tries. I've previously listed in here in this Hobonichi A6, Techo Planner Slim Weekly, and I just continued or copied it in here since this is for year 2023. So I listed all the things that I first tried. So I used the Alistair method in here to segregate the category. So there are food, place, media, and stationaries for now. I've allotted 3 other spaces for just in case I will add some categories in here. I list the date, the things that I first experienced in here, and then my rating. So the purpose of this is to know the things that I've actually enjoyed and liked, and of course those rated in 5 will be those things. Those will be, for me, it will be a guide to added to the list of the things or foods that I like, which will tell me, of course, to just in case I want to do something or want to eat something and I couldn't think of anything, I would just go to this certain section of my planner to select which of these suggestions will I want to experience again. So I think this is very much helpful for me. And so the second part, or the second thing that I've added, is my wish lists. I did have a wish list in this Techo Planner Slim Weekly on the first, the Gantt chart, but somehow I don't use it as much as I want to, so we thought of changing it and using the Alistair method again for that category. So the things that I wanna purchase this year are bags, stationaries, clothes, jewelries. Food are also in here, skincare, gadgets, makeups, and accessories. So we'll see. These things would be things that I need. This is not an impulse. Just to make sure, I list it because these are things that I've thought of that are going to be used frequently, to make sure that I don't purchase things out of impulse. So just in case I have saved up money, I would probably be choosing one of these. Unlike when I don't plan it, I might just end up purchasing things that I will regret. That's why it's good to have this kind of section. So for now, that's the update for my Techo Kaigi I think I forgot why I purchased this to replace this two planners I'm currently using. I've thought of using this because of the ample pages, and then I just think that it's quite uniform when I bring these planners for my work planner and personal planner. It's in the same size. I also like the A6 size. It's easier to fit in my bag, and I think I'll leave it to rest for now, the Take a Note Slim Weekly, even though I love it so much. But it's not something that would probably permanent. When I miss this, I might use this again. For now, I wanna have the A6 size. That's why I'm replacing these two with an A6. And also, I honestly like this Take a Note planner in A6. This is my first time using it, and I also am planning to have this kind of planner with me every day, just because it's just so pretty. I like the calendar, really. I love it a lot, and the dailies. That's why maybe next year I might be using this, or considering to bring it with me every day. I might be changing the purpose of this planner next year, but I think I'm gonna be using this again. So again, I want to thank you for joining me today. Thanks for watching my videos, and I hope to see you again next time. And if anything you would wanna ask me about, please do write it in the comment section, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and like my videos. And thanks for watching.